Problem number 1. Difficulty and injury caused when transporting ambulatory residents in a long-term care facility in wheelchairs with footrest. The solution: the KwickRest. Problem number 2. Caregivers find it difficult to accomplish tasks in a timely manner when equipment is not convenient or stored correctly. The solution: the KwickRest. In a typical long-term care facility, residents like to scoot around in their wheelchairs. This is good for mobility and exercise stimulation. Footrests need to be swung back out of the way for them to touch the floor. These footrests pose a serious risk to other residents. Footrest can bruise or tear fragile skin, as well as chipping paint and scarring walls. At mealtime, all the residents are moved from their rooms to the dining room. When coming into the room, the caregiver notices immediately the footrest for the wheelchair have been removed. He looks under the bed and in the closet, but the footrests are nowhere to be found. The caregiver can search in all the storage rooms, try to find a matching pair of footrests and put them on the wheelchair, or ask the resident to lift his feet while being pushed to the dining room. Neither of these choices is in the resident's best interest. If he does find the footrest, they will need to be taken off during dinner to allow other residents room to sit beside him. After dinner, they will have to be put on again for the trip back to his room. There, they will have to be taken off again and placed in the storage room where they were found. The simplest, quickest solution is to have the resident hold up his feet for the trip down the hall. No easy task for a weakened person confined to a facility. Many times when the resident holds his feet up, nothing bad happens. But there is a chance that the resident's feet may drop because he is not strong enough to keep them elevated. The solution to this problem is the KwickRest. The KwickRest was invented by a nurse consultant. After hearing story after frustrating story from DONs and LTC facilities, the KwickRest is a quick and easy-to-use alternative to metal footrest. Installing the KwickRest is simple and quick. First, lean the wheelchair back and place the pin underneath the seat right above the metal cross brace. Second, attach the KwickRest to the wheelchair, looping it around where the armrest meets the seat or where the metal footrest would normally attach. Third, simply adjust the straps on the KwickRest to the appropriate height of the resident for the most comfortable fit. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. When the caregiver needs to move the resident and his metal footrest can't be found, we now have an alternative. The KwickRest. Simply place the resident's feet on the always attached KwickRest and transport him comfortably and safely. At the destination, remove the resident's feet from the KwickRest and swing it backwards until the magnet makes contact with the metal pin, keeping it out of the way of the resident's feet. The resident now has freedom of movement to scoot himself throughout the facility. The KwickRest allows our caregiver to quickly transport the resident back to his room without the risk of having to hold his feet up or the wasted time of searching out and attaching footrest. Is the KwickRest considered a restraint because of the foot pouch? No. The KwickRest is for transport purposes only and should be placed under the seat after transport. What happens if an incognizant resident tries to stand while in the KwickRest? The same scenario would play out if an incognizant resident were to try to stand in a metal footrest. During transport, your caregiver needs to be aware and ready to intervene to prevent accidents. Residents who are above average height, need an elevated footrest, or stroke victims are not ideal candidates for the KwickRest. Caregivers will find that for the majority of their residents that KwickRest is an ideal solution to the problem of transporting residents. The KwickRest can save time in transporting and reduce the risk of injury to residents while giving them freedom and mobility. The KwickRest is the perfect solution.